Headcount planning is complex and time-consuming. Capturing actuals, projecting hires, and tracking benefits quickly overwhelm Excel. Drivetrain makes headcount planning straightforward, from connecting your HRIS system and building detailed headcount models to reconciling roster changes accurately. Let's see how in under 4 minutes. We'll start with the headcount model. What you're seeing here is a typical model built out for a U.S. entity. Notice how it captures not just base salaries, but also the more complex payroll elements that are difficult to handle in Excel, like 401k contributions, Medicare, SUTA, and FUTA taxes. Modeling all of this on spreadsheets would mean long and complex index match combinations stretched across multiple tabs. In Drivetrain, it's structured and easy to follow with clean, elegant formulas, making it much easier to understand and maintain. Now let's look at the headcount walk. It's a roll-forward model where the closing headcount for 1 month automatically becomes the opening balance for the next. You can flexibly model attrition and new hires. Some may prefer to enter the numbers directly for each month, others set them as percentages of opening headcount, or you can go a step further and build it off a mix of actual and forecasted data. So where is this data coming from? It can come from your HRIS systems like Gusto, Bamboo HR, ADP, and more, or from a spreadsheet. It all eventually gets stored in what we call lists, where most of it is your actual data, but it also contains your to-be-hired or forecasted headcount. You can add a new row, say to-be-hired 128, by entering the job title, department, role, hire date, expected salary, and location. It's instantly added to the list. Going back to our model, one of the biggest strengths is how flexible it is to view and plan at different levels. Here, new hires are broken down by job type, department, and employee, and attrition by department and employee. Essentially, you can slice and plan your model by whichever dimensions are most relevant for your business, all linked back to the employee roster maintained in the Drivetrain list. And all of this planning data flows seamlessly into your reports. Here you can compare actuals against forecasts, visualize key KPIs, and analyze trends. The best part, it's access controlled based on role. For example, my head of engineering will not see this page that I'm seeing. They'll see a report filtered only for them. They won't even know it's filtered or see filter options. It feels like the report was created specifically for them. They can drill down into their metrics, headcount composition, and more. You can also create a report like this one, where you can see the list and edit it directly, making it convenient for executives to come in and review proposed hires, rejecting or approving them via workflows you set up. Post-approval, changes automatically flow into the list and, consequently, into models and reports. Finally, let's look at headcount reconciliation, which helps keep your plan tightly aligned with reality. For example, with all of these to-be-hired roles, how do you know that when you hire John Doe, you can override one of them so you're not double counting? Whenever changes come in from your HRIS or roster, Drivetrain automatically creates review cards and you'll see a notification. These cards highlight updates like new hires, attritions, promotions, or role changes. You can review them one at a time or all together, and choose to accept or reject each update before it loads into your plan. For example, here's a card showing an attrition. Angela Fuller's termination date has been updated, so I'll accept it. Next, with LeBron, this was an unplanned hire that gets registered as a new record on the list. Accept. You can also map a new hire to a planned to-be-hired record. In Alexander Isak's case, he was planned as head of FP&A, and the email and role both match the HRIS. For Timothy Cummings, he's already an employee, but his job title and salary changed with the promotion. Sheila in marketing has moved from Denver to New York, which triggered an update. And finally, there are a few routine updates from the HRIS. Let's accept all of them. This reconciliation workflow ensures that only verified, controlled updates make it into your headcount model and reports, giving finance and HR full transparency and control over every change. With Drivetrain, headcount planning is structured, reliable, and collaborative. You can model every detail, reconcile changes with confidence, and save hours of manual work while improving accuracy across finance and HR, all in under 4 minutes. Powerful, yet simple.